Well, happy late Friday, early Saturday morning, Cultural Confederates. And you know what that means? Time for another Oddly Friday News episode. Actually, that's a bag of potato chips. I didn't have any papers to route it for you, as I normally do. But if you're new to the channel, every Friday we do these Oddly Friday News segments, and you're not going to find any fancy graphics. It's just a still shot, you, me, my smartphone. We talk about the news of the day, try to preserve great art, music, history, and culture. I mean, honestly, do you want to see my ugly kisser here on camera? I don't think so. So at any rate, got some good stories for you. Let's get to it. NPR, pipe bomb suspect. By the way, thank you for watching and subscribing if you've been with me for a while. I have a lot of fun doing this channel, as you know. Can you believe I'm like this at like 4 in the morning with no coffee? Well, I've had some iced coffee. But can you imagine me on coffee? Holy crap. Tells you how my mind works. So at any rate, NPR, pipe bomb suspect said he believed 2020 election was stolen, was supportive of Trump. So they have finally found this guy who planted these pipe bombs at the DNC or RNC, wherever he planted it. But I'm thinking this guy isn't the guy. I'm thinking he's a scapegoat. Just my humble opinion here. I really don't think there was a January 6th pipe bomb suspect. I think they just found some random guy to play the part, personally. Come on, it's the U.S. government. You think they're going to be honest with you about January 6th? Please. So it says the FBI on Thursday arrested Brian J. Cole Jr., 30, and charged him with transportation of an explosive device by interstate commerce and attempted malicious destruction by means of an explosive device, according to an arrest warrant filed in his case. By the way, this man is black. He's not white, but he was a Trump supporter. He believed conspiracy theories that the 2020 election was stolen from then President Trump, according to a person familiar with the investigation. Who is that person familiar with the investigation? Attorney General Pam Bondi said the investigation continues and more charges may be added. Great to see that Pam Bondi is on the case. That's your good old government at work, folks. Over at the AP, a baby fur seal, wallowed into the Sprig and Fern, the Meadows Craft Bar in Richmond, it says here, in New Zealand, this is in the area of New Zealand's South Island. Now, they're accustomed to seeing animals in the pet-friendly bar, and at first, the co-owner, Belle Evans, assumed that the visitor was a dog before she took a closer look. So they ended up trying to chase this thing out. He hid, I think, under a stall or a dishwasher. They had unplugged the dishwasher. Well, all is well with the world because they were able to lure him with some salmon, an appetizer. It turns out that conservationists or conservation officers were actually tracking the animal. So good to see that this baby furry seal is in good hands and safe and sound. And here's one for you. Trump, this is at the New Republic, says here that Trump says U.S. visas can be denied to fat people. You heard that correctly. Visas denied to fat people from now on. Because if you're fat, we don't want you here in the United States. We got too many damn fat people as it is. Y'all just a bunch of fat, lazy you-know-whats. Oh, just kidding, folks. Getting tongue-tied. As I said, we do these in one take. And as you can tell, I'm having a lot of fun here. Again, doing this with no coffee. This is scary, folks. On fumes at 4 in the morning. So it says here, President Trump is rejecting visas for fat people. The Trump administration has ordered visa officers to deny immigrants who are obese or have certain health issues in yet another instance of the president's strange obsession with fat people. So no visas or green cards for fat people. And have you heard about the yodelers in Switzerland who want to be added to UNESCO's list of cultural heritage list? This, by the way, is over at the AFP. Says Switzerland hopes to have yodeling recognized by the United Nations this month to help protect the ancestral sing-song tradition of the Alpine nation's herders and shepherds. What else do I have in my pile here for you today? Now, I normally have some papers. Oh, here you go. I have things written down on paper for you to go by, to make things go by a little faster. As I said, we do these in one take. But have you heard about the new RoboCop, thanks to AI, in Detroit? He's found a permanent home, all 11 feet and 3,500 pounds of him. So you remember that movie RoboCop? Well, now it's a real thing. 11-foot, 3,500-pound RoboCop in Detroit. Can they put one in Gary, Indiana? Just curious. And finally, this is over at UPI. A British man with a love of motorized vehicles built the world's fastest garden shed, a storage structure with a top speed of 123.43 miles per hour. Brian Cade, 61, said he decided to take on the challenge of breaking a Guinness World Records title while watching the TV series Record Breakers. Way to go. His motorized garden shed was clocked at a top speed of 123.43 miles per hour, as I said, taking the record from fellow Briton Kevin Nix, whose shed set the record in 2019. So that is your Oddly Friday news segment for this Friday, early Saturday morning. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you next time. I'll do a video on Sunday night for you, rather. But thank you again, really from the bottom of my heart, for watching, for subscribing, being a part of this thing called the Culture Confederacy. And I think Sunday night I'll share some of these new CDs I've gotten in the mail with you. Some good stuff on the way. And some other things in the work, too. So let me know if you have any odd or funny stories out there you want to share with me. Let me know, and I would definitely share them here on the channel. So thank you for being with me. Crazy world we live in, but God bless. Keep up the culture, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.